the main event. I mean, the title says it. Like I ain't even have to come up with a name for this one. Like my man Tank does what Tank does. Like we all thought this was a warm up fight. We thought it was a touch up fight, but I
Definitely
mean,
a tune up.
to me,
Definitely.
I say Tank got the best corner, aka best trainer in boxing. To me, and then I'll tell you all why, and then I'll let you jump in, Tony. Only reason I say this because the first time I watched Tank fight, he was good, and then he had that moment where he got that fame, and I think all boxers had his moment where they get a little bit more money, they get a little bit more fame, and then they lose and they craft a little bit. And it was like 1 or 2 fights with Tank, he almost lost it, and then like around the time where where the Floyd thing started shaking up, that's when he got back on his A game. And right now, my man Calvin Ford, man, he said it. When he said this, I was a fan. When I say penitentiary, you put the knife in him. I was like, hey, you sold me. I wanted to get in the ring.
Yeah.
Tony, tell me what you think about this fight, man.
All right, this is where I might, get some folks, to, differ with me. Like, definitely was a tune-up. It was, for me, it was nothing but a tune-up. You got a guy coming from 130, fighting Tank, who's probably 140, but, he's, campaigning 35, 40, whatever, what have you, or whatever. It was a tune-up. There was no chance at all. There was no chance at all for a dude to win. It's just a tune-up for Ryan, and that's really what it is. I don't take really nothing from it. And I think that he did what he was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Come with that I guess he blinded, temporarily blinded him. But I mean, I don't really take much from the fight. I don't really take much from it. He did what everyone knew he was gonna do. It was no threat. You can't take a guy, from 130 to cause any havoc to demand, really at 135. He's the man at 135. We'll get into that later about, all of that or whatever, but definitely he's a man. Like it was no threat. That's just how I see it.
Ricky?
Yeah, it definitely was a tune-up. And then I definitely knew it was going to be a tune-up when Devin Haney said he was a tune-up, that he kicked the dude out of his camp. So I was like, yeah, for Tank, that's definitely going to be a tune-up. And then the dude, like, the standoff looked weird, like he was scared. He was unsure of himself. And then getting in the ring, he fought like he was unsure of himself, like he did not know how to make a decision. But I definitely, only thing I can say though with Tank fights is going back to what you were saying earlier about him filling out fighters in the earlier round. I'm just hoping later on it just don't hurt him, because he doesn't set the tune right away. He fills them out, you know what I'm saying, and he has said that he gotta take a hit on the chin to really take you serious, and you can definitely see that in this fight that he wasn't taking the dude not serious at all. He was just waiting for his opportunity, you know what I'm saying, getting in there, doing his thing and throwing them heavy blows. Because dang, I'm not gonna lie, that boy hit hard as I don't know what.
Absolutely.
Temporarily blind somebody off of one punch. Like when the Garcia went to the corner, he looked like he shook it off like a regular boxer would, It's all in disguise. But as soon as he sat down, he's like, yeah, man, I can't take this no more. I can't take this shit.
We on camera, so like if you all seen it, and if you all haven't seen it, go back and look it up on YouTube. So after the first hit, you seen Garcia kind of like shake.
Yeah.
And Tank hit him with another one, and he assumed a squat position. I said, it's over. I said, I ain't never seen nobody just do a squat for no reason.
Exactly.
Right.
So, but with that, I do want to give Tank a shout out because this was he brought boxing back to the city. I mean, it was an eventful night. It sold out. Cap One needed that. It brought everybody out. It literally brought everybody out.
He needed to do more fights here.
Of course. And one thing people will say, if you've been on Twitter, they got the jokes going. It was like, look, if you work for the FBI, you was in the building that night because you seen everybody from the whole Eastern Seaboard in there, from Philly, from New York, all the way down to the bottom of Florida. You seen somebody in there that you knew or somebody that you knew of. So again, thanks, Tank. I mean, you helping keep the boxing sport going. But right now, we're gonna roll over into the next subject. We call this one.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, And also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.